EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go here in Tokyo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the court.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Willis. That is caught by Mims. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dragons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third and 12. Back to throw, Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down to the 41. And you look at the Saints defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw, Willis. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Right back to the air with Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Drake London. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis. Caught out left side by Robinson. And all the way in for the touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They go play action with Willis. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The second down throw by Willis. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Howell throwing on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Howell out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down by Pete Werner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Willis. Kidder here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Now Willis to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On the run, it's Campbell. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now he's into the clear again. And touchdown! Bijan Robinson. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Hal's going to mix it up here. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Perry on the move to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Powell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
19 Lions.
Here's Willis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Willis to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Touchdown! Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. There he goes, left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Here is 3rd down and 4. Willis out of the gun. Intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This time they'll throw it with Howell. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Howell down to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dragons add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go, shot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Newman. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd and 1, Newman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Get it. Let's go.
On 1st down, Newman. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Ready,
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
check, Panther. Let go.
Coming left is Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.